is there any downside for a 40-year-old, right?
Mhm.
For example, to do a DEXA scan? I mean, there is a little bit of radiation, but I'm assuming that's not
No,
excessive.
there's absolutely no downside to doing a DEXA scan if you're in your 40s, because the dose of radiation is really low, and you don't really need to keep doing a DEXA scan every month. You at the most repeat it once in a year or once in 2 years. So it's a very minimal dose of radiation that's actually being used in a DEXA scan.
Yeah, and it gives you more than just bone health, right? It also gives you some other pretty useful metrics. Anything you would say on those other metrics, Sahil, or would you just look at it for the bones health?
Correct. So one important thing that a lot of people, especially athletes, look into and why they use a DEXA scan is because it also tells you and accurately reflects your fat percentage. For example, if I weigh 70 kgs and I want to know how much of that is really made up of my bones and how much of that weight is actually being contributed by the fat in my body, that's also an important metric that the DEXA scan throws up. In addition, it can also tell you which part of your bones are becoming more weaker. Is it your spine that's more at risk? Is it your wrist joint or your hip joint? So there are a lot of different parameters that the DEXA scan throws up, and these are the two main ones.
Yeah, and I just want to add for you get these cheaper BCA scales on Amazon, and it will tell you your visceral fat, it will tell you your bone health. They're not very accurate, but they serve more as a trending thing, right? Is it going up? Is it going down? The way I personally do this is I have the cheaper scales at home that I can use on a daily basis. That's more to know whether it's moving up or down. I do a in-body scan, which I do probably once every 3 months, and I do a DEXA scan every couple of years. And so between these things, you can get a pretty good sense for how your body is evolving. And it also brings up an important point, and which is we always measure ourselves based on our weight. We judge ourselves on our weight, but there can be two people with the exact same weight, but with very different body compositions. One can have a lot of muscle, reasonable amount of fat, good bone health. Somebody else could have a lot of fat, not too much muscle, poor bone health. Both will have the same weight.